Ladies and gentlemen, it is always a good day when we have some good Marvel Contest of Champions news to share, and this is another thing that is coming on Wednesday around the big Infinity War patch. I think they've pulled it a week early because the current event is still going on for like another week or so. So yeah, there is going to be a lot to do come Wednesday. We've got Infinity Dungeons, the first co-op mode of gameplay, and this Trials of the Mad Titan. I'm really excited for, because one of my favorite ever additional kind of side things to a monthly event was Trials of the King back when the Black Panther movie and the Killmonger and Gladiator Hulk month. I thought that was really nice because it didn't require too much effort on a daily basis. You didn't have to farm once every 8 hours or 6 hours. It's just something you do once a day, a nice kind of fun little challenge. Didn't take up too much time, but you got some very nice rewards from it. And Trials of the Mad Titan, it seems like a very similar theme. However, this has the potential to give even more rewards, because as well as all the stuff from last time, there is also this new currency called Infinity Dust, and there's quite a bit of it associated with the rewards. But Infinity Dust, what you can get for it at the moment, it's pretty unclear. But yeah, you get quite a lot of it from doing the Trials of the Mad Titan, so hopefully it's some really good stuff. And they also have in terms of the rewards, there's going to be an Ultimate Infinity War Crystal, which might contain the new Captain America, new Iron Man, like the, the Trials of the King one contained Killmonger. So yeah, it might be a way to get a 3 or 4 star version of one of those brand new characters before they release. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen, who knows? Could be pretty exciting. So yeah, this event is going to kick off April 25th, so Wednesday at 10 AM PT, and will run for 24 hours. The event will end at 10 AM PST on June the 6th. So we have, what is it? Is that 5 or 6 weeks of it? I think it's 5 weeks, but it might be 6. I might be completely wrong on that. But yeah, quite a while, ladies and gentlemen, quite a while. We've at least got 5 weeks of this event going on. So yeah, that is really awesome there. And again, it's going to be the very similar format to Trials of the King that we had before. So there are going to be 6 days which are free opponents, and those opponents, they're not too bad to deal with. There are a few nodes. So we've got day 1, which is Trial of the Genesis, day 2, Trial of Evolution, then we got Trial of War, Trial of Chaos, Trial of Nightmare, and Trial of Death, and then we have Trial of the Omniscience, Trial of Omniscience, sorry, not the Omniscience, just of Omniscience. So yeah, seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. Some badass names there. Expert is going to be 4 energy per step, and again, remember that you need to complete this quest on your first run. You need to make sure that you go in prepared. So if you are not super confident right out the gate, if you don't feel like you have the most stacked roster, definitely wait for some YouTube videos, or make sure you read up the nodes list first. Now let's talk about kind of what to expect in terms of opponents and the general theme for the day. So day 1 is going to be Recovery and also Masochism, which is a pretty killer combo there. So you're going to want to make sure you probably bring as many heal block champions that mitigate healing as much as possible, and try to, parry, soak up the Masochism, and then get a heal block off. And yeah, debuff heal block champions with a lot of damage is kind of the general stuff to keep in mind for day 1. Day 2 is going to be Trial of Evolution. You got some pretty annoying ones here in terms of defenders, but all they have is Resistor, which basically increases, what is it, physical or energy resistance based on the last attack they receive. So ideally champions that alternate between physical and energy damage are going to be the most effective here. But really, any champion should work for the most part. I just kind of bring your top damage characters for this one, I would say. And then we have Trial of War for day number 3, which is just all about kind of aggression and additional crit damage. It's basically don't get hit for the most part. I think maybe the hardest opponent on this one is probably going to be Juggernaut and maybe Black Panther Civil War. So that day I don't think it's going to be too bad at all, to be honest. So yeah, not too much to worry about there. Just don't get hit. And then we have day number 4, which is Trial of Chaos. So this is going to have Gambler's Fate. It's going to have enhanced abilities. It's going to have Heal Block 1 and also Bane. I think Bane is probably going to be one of the most annoying things to deal with here. But who do we have? We have Electro, might be a bit of a pain in the ass. Ant-Man, Quake. There are no evade champions with Bane though. Evade champions are generally the worst when it comes to Bane. So yeah, day 4 shouldn't be too bad at all. And then finally we have day 5, which is Trial of Nightmare, which has Debilitate, Power Gain ×2, and Limber. So yeah, a lot of power gain and stuff is going going to be fairly unstunnable, so a lot of baiting special attacks to do ideally, or baiting heavy attacks and using a power control champion. Looking at the list of characters, I think Mordo and Killmonger, maybe Agent Venom as well, might be some of the most annoying there, but really not too much to worry about for the most part. I don't reckon that day is going to be yeah, too much of a pain. To be honest, I reckon out of all of the days, day 1 is going to be the most annoying. But we'll talk about the final day, actually, because there is one node here called Bane of Damballa, which I don't know if this node's in-game at the moment. I don't believe I've ever seen a node called Bane of Damballa, so I'm not aware of it. Also, Optimus Pessimist and Brute Force. Optimus Pessimist, don't really need to worry about those. Brute Force, just need to make sure you land a hit once every 6 seconds. But yeah, Bane of Damballa, is it going to be annoying? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows if that is going to be the bane of our existence? But yeah, I think if Bane of Damballa isn't too bad, then day 1 is going to be the most difficult out of the 6 days. So just make sure you are very, very prepared on the first day to deal with that quest. And yeah, in terms of the buffs that you get from each one, because again, it's very much like the Trials of the King format, where every day along with the rewards you're going to get a buff, and then on day 7 you go Super Saiyan, you activate all of the buffs, and you take on the super difficult one. Now, there are some interesting combos between these buffs that I want to highlight here. So we have day 1, which is Essence of Genesis, and the attack of your champions restores health equal to 15% of damage they inflict. In addition, the effects of all enemy healing abilities are reversed. So that's going to be insane for the Masochism node that pops up on day 7. Really nice one. But yeah, 15% lifesteal on all of your characters, really decent there. We got day 2 as well. Whenever your champion fills a bar of power, increase their attack, critical resistance, critical rating, block penetration, and power rate and ability accuracy by 10%, up to a maximum of 60%. So yeah, past like 6 bars of power, you're sorted, man. Like, once you fill up all of those, like the fight I imagine is going to be over long before that, but yeah, very powerful in terms of damage ramp up there. Then we got day 3, Essence of War. Your champion becomes unstoppable for 5 seconds after activating a special attack if they aren't already unstoppable, and enemies lose 25% block proficiency. The day 4 buff is Essence of Chaos. The critical hits of your champions inflict debuffs at random. Being struck by a critical hit gains buffs at random. Like, the buffs, I reckon this time around, are so much more powerful, man. They're just really stacked, so I'm really looking forward to it. Day 5, whenever a Bleed, Incinerate, Shock, or Degeneration debuff expires on your champions, they recover 3% health instantly. And finally, day 6, your champions have a 14% chance to instantly knock out enemies that have less than 13% health. In addition, when your champions are struck by lethal damage, instead of being knocked out, they remain at 1 health for 4 seconds. So essentially, day 6 gives you cheat death. It gives you, what is it, Hela's signature ability just on all of your characters for all of the fights. And combined with the day 1 ability of being able to regenerate as well, you're sorted, man. You've got so much room for error. Like, day 7 is going to be so much fun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because it just looks like, you know, you become a god. You're just completely invincible, dealing ridiculous damage, inflicting a ton of random debuffs on every crit, dealing so much more damage, gaining so much more power. So yeah, I'm very excited for day 7. I think that's going to be a very fun time. But also, just to go over the rewards as well, so day 1 to 6, and we're just going to focus on Master here. 5-star shards 300, 1 T4CC fragment crystal. You have 50% chance to get a 5-star signature stone crystal. You're going to gain one of the essences related to whatever day it is, and you are going to gain 30,000 infinity dust. And you know, the advice is, as always, if you feel confident pushing for master, definitely do it, because the rewards are so much better than every single other mode of gameplay. And keep in mind that you can only do 1 difficulty apart from the final day when all of them are active, and then you can do I believe everyone once. But yeah, just keep in mind, always go for the master difficulty first. If you can, ladies and gentlemen, bear that in mind. And then finally we have day 7, so 5-star shard 700, 2 T4CC fragment crystals, 2 guaranteed 5-star signature stone crystals, and 70,000 infinity dust. And yeah, the final line, as we mentioned earlier, is that each boss fight also includes a chance to award either a premium hero crystal or an ultimate infinity war crystal. Those are rare though, so yeah, I'm very excited to see if we can get some ultimate infinity war crystals, and you know, if we can maybe get Captain America or Iron Man out of them. And also, one of the things that came along with this announcement was a new mini trailer which shows off the special free for Iron Man, who looks insane, man. He looks looks so damn good. Captain America looking pretty badass as well. Special 3, very brawler, very takedown, and also this Thanos here does look like the other one, but you can notice if you look closely, he does have the Infinity War glove on. So I'm not too sure there's going to be like a brand new Thanos. I think it's just literally the old one with the Infinity War glove for whatever they decide to do with this character during next month's event. But yeah, I'm very excited for the new Iron Man, very excited for the new Captain America. I think they're going to be incredibly badass. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this brand new event coming next month? I'm very, very excited for it. Again, Trials of the King was one of my favorites, so I'm very, very excited for this one. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you can buy for Infinity Dust, because we're getting a lot of it, and I think it's going to be one of those hyper inflated currencies. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to smash that like button. Let me know what you think of Trials of, Trials of the Mad Titan in the comments below. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.